So today it is the 8th of January 2025. So as a process engineer, after being a process engineer for the past 3 months right now, in a new company, there's always something new that I am learning. So today I actually want to share with you what I learned today. So basically, when you are working on production machines, right? These production machines have these things called cylinders. And the key concept today that I learned is you can actually adjust a cylinder stroke. So, for example, let's say you are having an issue on a machine whereby product is not going through properly. And what you can do first is that you can adjust what is known as a guide, or you can adjust what holds the guide, which might be like a cylinder, which is called a cylinder. So I learned that sometimes the clearance that you want for product to flow through might not be enough even if you open it up to its widest. So, like for example, there's product that's supposed to flow through. However, when you adjust your guides as far wide as you can, you realize you still don't have that clearance. So now what I realized and I learned from my technicians is that you can also still adjust the stroke of the actual cylinder. So the stroke of the cylinder basically means how far open or how far closed a cylinder can go. So it was very interesting to see that even if you open up a guide to its maximum clearance, you still might not have the clearance that you want. So that means that from there you need to look at your cylinder. Is your cylinder the one that's actually the one that's limiting the clearance, and you can actually adjust the stroke of the cylinder to say you go this far open or this far closed. So that is a key concept that I learned today as a process engineer for a manufacturing company. It was an interesting thing to learn because the more you learn technical issues, the more you learn these technical terms, it's much easier to actually speak with your technicians. It's much easier to speak with your artisans, and you also have a better understanding of the machines. Being at the machines and actually seeing how the problems are fixed rather than being a process engineer who's just in an office and just typing stuff on a computer. So that's the key concept that we learned. So yeah, today is the 8th of January 2026, and I'm sharing with you this lesson because that's the key concept that I learned today from a technician or from a technical standpoint in a manufacturing environment. Up until then, I'll see you tomorrow for a new lesson that I learned. Sure.